Our chief reporter, Kaveh Solokol, has come back on set. Kaveh, oh my goodness. How do you react to that?
Well, look, the first thing you should say is that referees are human beings. They make mistakes like everybody else. They were working there in a very highly pressurised environment, and they made a mistake, and it was a big mistake.
At the game, whilst I remember, I must ask about Bukayo Saka. What's the news on him?
We don't know yet. So he had a little niggle in the warm-up, and he wasn't comfortable to start the game, so we have to make that change straight away with Noni. We had a great win a few days ago in the Champions League to close that phase, and in 3 days we have a semi-final. That if we win, we're in Wembley. Resilience, character, and then obviously quality. So when we had the moments to punish them, we certainly did that. And
let's start with Leeds and Arsenal, which was the subject of so much of our build-up. And we built it up. I was particularly responsible, building it up, saying, look, it's a bear pit.
And also the big senior players in the dressing room. To look round after a result like that, when everybody was, and every neutral was hoping they'd trip up.
I think the fact that they had to improvise in terms of Saka not starting the game, Madueke came on, you couldn't plan for that. They adapted, they had to make that change. But you can't prepare beyond what is sensible. Things happen in games. And what I liked about Arsenal was
with Arsenal, who completed that perfect Champions League phase by beating bottom club Kairat Almaty 3-2. Their focus now returns to the Premier League title charge and a trip to Leeds on Saturday, which we've had a little chat about. But Danny, finishing top, a huge bonus, you'd have to say, for Mikel Arteta. Are you backing them to go on and win the Champions League?
I still think it's very, very, very difficult.
OK.
To win are they going to win every single game now through to the final? No. You know, I would say they're going to lose a game. Do they lose 1-0 and then win the other game 2-0 and obviously go through? There's every chance of that as well. So I think it's going to depend on...
And what I liked about Arsenal was once they were comfortable, they didn't switch off. They didn't show any of that carelessness we've seen.
And then they broke on them really well. Leeds, loads of effort, but just a kind of the pattern of play that wasn't quite there. They changed it in the second half, went to a back four, and they were a little bit better second half. They put a bit more pressure on, but the quality in the end, especially the goals, was absolutely the top class from...
Yeah, no, today we were excellent, to be fair, in all phases of play. Set pieces, in possession, out of possession, today was a top performance from us, and yeah, they were top today.
What does this do for you as players? Because it's not just the players out on the pitch, is it? The 11 who play regularly.
It goes without saying that all the players are ready, and when they're called upon, try and do their best for the team. Is it just about regulating? I talked about it pre-match to Declan Rice. Is it just about regulating? So, Champions League, all the cups, so it's just about staying locked in and staying in that zone that when you're called upon, you're ready to deliver.
Good. Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant today, he really was. Really direct. You know, no one wants to see people get injured, but you've got plenty of backup.
He just needs to glide it in, to glance it in. And from a defensive point of view, it's easier to defend if you're in the right position. And that's what I was saying. I don't think he was in the right position. If somebody's in that front space area...
but he's got to take out his defender as well there. He's got to get something on that, and it was a poor goal to give away. But Arsenal take it and move on. And, you know, 2-0 half-time, they're pretty happy how that first half went. But that third goal really killed the game off.
Yeah, period of dominance for Leeds. Arsenal managing to get onto the score sheet through Gyökeres, who is in a two-horse race with own goals for the Arsenal Golden Boot.
But it's all about the delivery, always. When that ball goes on that corner, you've got Saka if he's playing. Obviously, Madueke took over. And Declan Rice can really whip a good ball in as well from that right-hand side. And that's what you've got to do in midfield. But he's been a brilliant signing, he really has.
Yeah, given the way it's been going, you said that first goal would be really important. They got it early on and then managed to double the lead. That caused havoc at corners. It happened again.
Here we go again. Yeah, the delivery again. They commit players at the door. They start off on the back.
In a dramatic twist to Arsenal's Premier League clash with Leeds United, VAR has confirmed after full time that a clear penalty was wrongly denied during the match. The revelation has sent shockwaves through the football community and sparked renewed outrage among Arsenal supporters, who have long felt hard done by controversial officiating decisions. The moment in question came when Leandro Trossard was brought down inside the box by a Leeds defender, an incident that appeared a stonewall penalty to fans, pundits, and former players alike. During the game, the referee waved play on, and VAR initially supported the decision, much to the anger of Arsenal fans worldwide. Following a full review and public admission after the final whistle, Premier League officials confirmed that the contact met the criteria for a penalty, acknowledging that Arsenal had indeed been denied a legitimate spot kick. Social media erupted as supporters expressed relief at the acknowledgement but frustration that the correction came too late to influence the match outcome. Despite dominating much of the game under Mikel Arteta, Arsenal were denied the chance to potentially extend their lead from the penalty. The confirmation reignites broader debates over VAR consistency, referee accountability, and the timing of video review interventions. Fans and pundits are now calling for reforms to ensure such mistakes do not affect match results in the future. For Arsenal, the admission feels like a small vindication but also a bitter reminder of the limitations of VAR. While justice may have been confirmed post-match, the controversy highlights ongoing concerns about fairness and transparency in Premier League officiating. Please like this video and subscribe.